One of you asked for it, and well, Vox Populi, Vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God. Who am I to argue? So today we're turning a skirt into pants. I will show you a really fun little trick. Once you know it, you'll be able to turn almost any loose fitting skirt into a pair of pants. The only thing is, don't try it on something super fitted. Like a super fitted skirt, like my basic straight skirt. No, 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 no. That's a completely different story. So, for today's project, we're going to use one of my most popular skirt patterns. If you don't have it yet, don't worry. I'll put the link in the description below and in the upper right corner. And here's the fun part. We're not drafting a whole new pants pattern. We're going to keep our skirt exactly the way it is and simply borrow a few reference points from my shorts pattern. Those little points will show us exactly where the leg opening and the front and back crotch curves need to go. We connect the dots, draw a few new lines, and voila, our skirt will turn into pants. How cool is that? Aside from your waist and hip measurements, the only extra measurement we will need is your body rise. And in order to measure it, tie a small belt around your waist and sit on something flat and hard. And the measurement from that flat surface up to your straight up to your waist is your body rise. One little note, my basic shorts pattern was designed to sit 1.5 inches below waistline. And since our skirt starts at the waistline, we will need to be drafting our points, stepping 1.5 inches down from the waistline. All right, let's start with the front. The front of our shorts is facing west, so we need to make our skirt pattern face west as well. Normally, when we draft the shorts, we start with points A, B, C, and D because we're building the entire pattern from scratch. Today, we're not doing that. We already have the body of our skirt, so that part is done for us. All we need from the shorts pattern is everything starting at point A1 for the front and point A2 for the back. And the good news is that nothing changes. The vertical distances stay exactly the same. A to B is still A1 to B1, B to C is still B1 to C1, and so forth. We're simply moving that section over to our skirt pattern. So instead of starting at point A like we normally do, we'll start at point A1 for the front and point A2 for the back. And both of those points sit 1.5 inches down from the skirt's waistline. So that's where our new construction begins. And from there, everything works exactly the same because all of those vertical distances stay unchanged. Distance A to B is your body rise minus 5.5 inches. B to C is 4 inches. And C to D is your inseam, minus 5 inches strictly for convenience. To save yourself a little time, you can go ahead and mark points A2, B2, C2, and D2 on the back of the skirt right away. They're spaced exactly the same as A1, B1, C1, and D1. So once you've done one side, you've basically done the other. Our next points are C3 and C4. C1 to C3 is the front portion of our crotch, and this distance is your hip's circumference divided by 16 plus 3/8 of an inch. C2 to C4 is the back portion of our crotch, and this distance is C1 to C3 times 2 plus 1 inch. Points CF and CB will help us draw nice smooth curves for our crotch area. And both of them are very, very similar. So both of them are located on the lines bisecting that right angle at 45 degrees. Guys, you don't have to be super precise, even if you don't have like a triangle or a special ruler. Just try to be as close to 45 degrees as possible, and the measurements for each of the distances are provided below. And by now you already know your approximate size. It doesn't have to be super precise. Just try to be as close as you can. Let's take care of the line D. So F stands for the front and B stands for the back. And both of those lines, D1 to DF and D2 to DB, are exactly 1 inch shorter than the lines directly above them. We are almost done. AF is 3/8 of an inch away from A1, and point E is 3/4 of an inch away and 1 3/4 of an inch up from A2. Our last point is point F, and it's located exactly halfway between A2 and C2. That's it. All of our reference points are in place. Now, all that's left is to connect them with smooth curves and straight lines, just as shown on the diagram. For the front, simply extend the center front line through point AF until it meets the original skirt waistline. For the back, extend the center back seam until it reaches point E. Point E sits slightly above the original skirt waistline, so you'll have to redraw the waist curve, starting at point E and blending it smoothly into the original skirt waist curve. And finally, extend the inseam all the way down, so it's the same length as your skirt. And congratulations, your skirt pattern is now a pants pattern. One important thing to remember is this pattern does not include any seam allowances, so you'll have to add those after you draft the pattern. And you may use something like this. You can use this technique with many loose-fitting skirt patterns. Just make sure the skirt has a little extra room at both the waist and the hips. Avoid using a very fitted or pencil skirt pattern because it won't have enough room to turn into comfortable pants. Keep in mind that this technique creates loose, flowy skirt pants rather than traditional fitted trousers. And of course, you can make them in any length you'd like. Don't forget to click on like if you find my videos helpful, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!